Broadcasting from Studio 300, you're watching Poly Playbook.
Welcome to this week's edition of Poly Playbook, where we recap and preview Cal Poly athletics. I'm Allison Edmonds. On today's show, we update you on men's tennis non-conference matchup against LMU and preview men's basketball's final regular season game against UCSB. But first, Cal Poly baseball dropped a game to Santa Clara earlier this week. Cal Poly was held to one single in the first 8 innings as they were shut out for the second time this season as they fell to Santa Clara 3-0 on Tuesday night. The Mustangs were held to 3 hits in the game, and freshman starter Andrew Bernstein earned his first loss of the season. Santa Clara starting pitcher Kevin George pitched 7 scoreless innings, allowing only a 7th inning single up to the Mustangs. All 6 hits that were earned by Santa Clara came from 6 different players throughout the game. The Mustangs now have a 2-7 record overall this season. They play a 3-game non-conference series against former Big West rival Pacific starting March 6th at 6 p.m. Cal Poly is set to play Pacific in Stockton for a 3-game series starting March 6th. They are looking to improve their 2-7 record and move up in the Big West Conference standings. Last year, Cal Poly did not suffer their 7th loss of the season until April 27th. They are currently at 2-7 and only 9 games into the season. The Mustangs are looking to bounce back and put some W's in the winning column over the weekend. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. Friday, 2 p.m. on Saturday, and 1 p.m. on Sunday. The Cal Poly's tennis team beat Florida Gulf Coast 4-3 on Tuesday to improve to 8-4 overall and unbeaten at home. The Mustangs currently rank at 61st overall. Sophomores Ben Donovan and Corey Ping won their 6th doubles match in a row to help lead the way for Cal Poly. After the win, Cal Poly will play 3-6 Loyola Marymount at 2 p.m. Friday and 12-2 Utah State Saturday. Loyola Marymount recently defeated Northern Arizona, and Utah State beat Montana. State Buildings this weekend homestand will continue on through next week when the Mustangs play SMU on Friday. The Cal Poly softball team lost both games of a doubleheader against IUPUI on Thursday. The Mustangs fell twice with a score of 5-2 on March 5th. Cal Poly gave up a combined total of 19 hits for the 2 games of the doubleheader, while producing only 11 hits. The 2 losses mark the Mustangs' 7th loss in their last 8 games before heading into this weekend's Mustang Classic.
Well, I thought the 2 games were night and day. They were completely different. First game, overall though, we gave up a lot of extra base hits. The name of our game is pitching, and today our pitching wasn't at its best.
The 2 losses drops the Mustangs to 8-13 on the season, but they will have many opportunities this weekend to climb back up to 500 with matchups against Southern Utah, San Diego, Sacramento State, and Bryant, all at Janssen Stadium for the Mustang Classic. First pitch is Friday at 2 p.m. against Southern Utah. The Cal Poly women's basketball team is set to play their last regular season game against rivals UC Santa Barbara on Saturday, March 7th. The Cal Poly women's basketball team faces UC Santa Barbara Saturday. The Mustangs could move into 2nd place in the Big West with a win. Saturday will be both the final home game for the Mustangs and senior day. The 2-26 Gauchos have won 2 of their last 3, but did not win a single game prior.
I was worried about Santa Barbara. I don't care what their record is. Obviously, the rivalry is there. It may not feel that same way for the players that haven't been through the history that I've been through with Santa Barbara.
Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. at Mott Athletic Center for the last game of the regular season. The Cal Poly men's basketball team will try to even up their record at 500 Saturday night versus UCSB at the Thunderdome. After taking the Big West title last season in the conference tournament and advancing to the NCAA tournament, the Mustangs go into the last game of the season at 13-14 overall and 6-9 in the Big West. The Gauchos are at 17-12 and looking to secure a top 3 conference finish, while the Mustangs hardly control their own fate at this point in the season. Depending on other games' results, the Mustangs could play UC Davis or even UC Irvine in their first-round matchup for the Big West tournament. Tip-off is at 3 p.m. Saturday, with tournament matchups likely to be locked in that night. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next Friday. And log on to mustangnews.net for continuous Cal Poly sports coverage. I'm Allison Edmonds. Have a great weekend.